wonderful viewers, and welcome to our exciting video. Today, we're embarking on a colorful and fun-filled journey, creating a vibrant world of shapes with Play-Doh. We're going to use all the colors of the rainbow and more. Reds, blues, greens, yellows, purples, and oranges. All these hues are our palette to create our Play-Doh masterpiece. But our creativity doesn't stop at colors. We also have a variety of tools at our disposal. Rolling pins to flatten and shape our dough, Play-Doh tools to add texture and details, and shape cutters to create perfect circles, squares, and triangles. These tools are our brushes and chisels, helping us sculpt our Play-Doh world. So, let's get our hands a bit messy and our minds buzzing with creativity. Gather your Play-Doh and tools, and prepare to dive into the world of creative fun. To start our Play-Doh adventure, we'll begin with simple shapes. Imagine that your hands are magicians, and the Play-Doh is your magic potion. With a little bit of creativity and a dash of fun, you can transform this squishy stuff into anything you want. But every magician needs to start somewhere, right? So let's kick things off with the basics. Circles, squares, and triangles. Circles are as easy as pie. Just roll some Play-Doh into a ball and voila, you've created a circle. Now let's move on to squares. To craft a square, flatten your dough and then use your fingers or a Play-Doh knife to carve out 4 equal sides. Make sure each corner is a right angle, and there you have it, a perfect square. Next up, we have the ever-dynamic triangle. Start just like the square by flattening your dough. Then cut out 3 sides, making sure they come together in sharp points. And just like that, you've got a triangle. These simple shapes might not seem like much on their own, but they're the building blocks for all the amazing creations yet to come. They're like the letters of the alphabet. Combine them in different ways, and you can create a whole universe of objects, animals, and more. Great work on mastering these basic shapes. Now let's move on to something more exciting. Now that we've got the basics down, how about we create some adorable animal figures? I'm sure you're ready to give it a try, so let's get started. First up, we're going to make a playful cat. Remember the sphere we made earlier? Let's take a small piece of Play-Doh and roll it into a ball. That's our cat's head. Now let's roll 2 smaller balls. These will be our cat's ears. Attach them to the top of the head. Now, roll a larger piece of dough into a cylinder for the body. Attach the head to the body and there you have it, a cute little cat. Next, we'll make a happy dog. Again, we'll start with a ball for the head. This time, let's make the ears a bit longer and floppy. For the body, let's form a larger cylinder and don't forget the tail. You can make it waggy or straight, whatever you prefer. Now, let's take flight and create a bird. For this, we'll need 2 spheres of different sizes. The bigger one will be the body and the smaller one for the head. Don't forget the beak. You can make it out of a tiny triangle. Now let's create 2 wings by shaping the Play-Doh into teardrop shapes and attach them to the sides of the body. Lastly, roll 2 tiny balls for the eyes and your bird is ready to fly. These are just a few examples. You can experiment and create your own animals. Remember, the key to this activity is creativity. Don't be afraid to mix and match colors or try different shapes. The possibilities are endless. Aren't these animals just adorable? But we're not stopping here. Let's move on to our next fun activity. Now, let's use our colorful Play-Doh to create some delicious-looking fruits and vegetables. Imagine we're in a magical garden where everything is made of Play-Doh. What kind of fruits and vegetables do you think we could find here? First, how about we create a bright, juicy apple? We can use red Play-Doh and shape it into a small round ball. Don't forget to add the little brown stem on top. Apples are a great source of fiber and vitamin C. They are not just tasty, but also keep us healthy and strong. Next, let's make a sunny yellow banana. Grab some yellow Play-Doh and roll it into a long, curved shape. Bananas are full of potassium and give us energy to play and learn all day long. Now how about a crunchy carrot? For this, we'll need orange Play-Doh. Roll it into a cone shape and add a little green at the top for the leaves. Carrots help improve our eyesight and keep our skin glowing. And lastly, let's create a green leafy spinach. Take some green Play-Doh and shape it into small leaf-like structures. Spinach is packed with vitamins and minerals that help us grow big and strong. These colorful Play-Doh fruits and vegetables are not just fun to make, but they also remind us of the importance of eating a rainbow of fruits and vegetables every day. Look at all the tasty fruits and vegetables we've made. Now, are you ready for our next challenge? It's time to let your imagination run wild as we create some fantastic creatures. Let's dive into a world where dragons breathe fire and unicorns prance in the rainbow-filled skies. Creating a dragon with Play-Doh might seem challenging, but it's actually quite simple. Start by shaping a long, snake-like body. Remember, dragons come in all shapes and sizes, so there's no right or wrong way to do this. Now, let's add some wings, a fiery breath, and don't forget those sharp, pointy teeth. Now let's move on to our next mythical creature, the unicorn. Unicorns are known for their majestic beauty, so let's make ours stand out. Begin by shaping a horse-like body, and of course, don't forget the most important part, the magical horn. Add a flowing mane and tail, and voila, you have your very own unicorn. You see, the beauty of Play-Doh is that it allows us to bring our wildest dreams to life. Whether it's a dragon that breathes ice instead of fire or a unicorn with wings, the possibilities are endless. Just remember, the key is to let your imagination guide you. Wow, what an amazing collection of fantasy creatures we've made. Now, it's time for our final activity. Now, let's bring all our Play-Doh creations together and create a fun story. Imagine the colorful Play-Doh shapes we've crafted, each with their own character and role. Let's set the scene. Our circles, squares, and triangles form a vibrant town square. Our animals, fruits, vegetables, and fantasy creatures each have a home here. Picture this: a friendly dog and a curious cat embarking on a fun-filled adventure. They frolic in the square, greet the chirping birds, and share a delicious meal of Play-Doh fruits and vegetables. Suddenly, a friendly dragon from the fantasy creatures zone flies down, inviting them on a thrilling ride across the Play-Doh town. Creating stories with our Play-Doh shapes not only sparks our imagination, but also brings our creations to life. It's a fun, engaging way to connect the dots, to see how every shape, every character has a place and a role in our colorful Play-Doh world. What a fun story we've created with our Play-Doh shapes. Now let's wind up our session. Well, we've reached the end of our Play-Doh adventure. We've had a fantastic time creating all sorts of shapes, figures, and creatures. It's been wonderful, hasn't it? But remember, this is just the beginning. You can make anything you want with Play-Doh. Your imagination is your only limit. So keep practicing, keep creating your own unique shapes and stories. Thank you for joining us today. Keep creating, keep imagining, and most importantly, keep having fun. Until next time, goodbye.